Hello and welcome back to our Delta analysis video. Today's Delta Noctowl, which is a ice and flying type, which is not amazing defensively. Offensively, it's pretty decent to be honest, but defensively, it's not great. Its sprite is beautiful though. Its sprite is beautiful. It's one of the better sprites by far. Applications are still going on for season 2 in description applications. Yay. Um, so Delta Noctowl, its stats are not great. Um, Base 100 HP, 50 defense, 96 speed def. It's especially defensive, it's fine. It's honestly not bad at all. Phys def is not great. It's not a physically defensive Pokemon. You can try, but it's probably not going to do that very well. Um, Offensively, 50 attack is pretty garbage. It's physically not really viable. It has one physical move that's viable, but the rest not really worth even considering. 76 special attack is not bad, but it's also not great. And 70 speed is slowish, but you can work around that. So yeah, that's fine. Looking at its abilities, here's where the things get interesting. It gets No Guard, Kenai, and Snow Cloak. Snow Guard means it cannot miss moves. The moves against it can also not be missed. Kenai means you cannot have your accuracy lowered, I think. And Snow Cloak means that you have increased evasiveness in heal, but heal, how are you gonna get heal up? I'm not sure. Kenai is probably the best ability if you don't want No Guard. No Guard is on offensively, No Guard on this thing is really good, but defensively, yeah, Stone Edge always hitting you, Rock Slide always hitting you. Maybe you don't want that. In that case, go Kenai. Generally speaking, No Guard is better because yeah, it cancels hacks pretty much, and that's always the nice thing to have. Unless you're relying on luck, in which case, frick you. So yeah, notable moves. It doesn't have that many, but Tailwind for boosting the team's speed. Default to Hazard, quite nice. Roost for recovery and Ice Shard is like the only physical attack that actually matters, which is a priority ice type move. If you need priority, it's priority, but generally speaking, its other moves gotta be stronger, better, or just more useful in general. Um, so the first set is a pretty basic set, which what I would expect to see from this thing. This is what, okay, I have two sets of this thing. This is the only real set, let's be honest, this is the only, you'll see why, but this is the only real set. Bulky default, generally more specially defensive if you ask me. This thing can be a decent specially defensive type with boots. It doesn't show boots, but it's supposed to have boots. It's always gonna have boots. Default Roost, Blizzard, Hurricane with no guard. Blizzard and Hurricane is like the reason why this thing is with no guard is kind of cool. Blizzard not missing, Hurricane not missing. I approve of those. Those things moves miss way too often. Other options is near an Ice Shard priority, Tailwind to boost your team's speed, Dazzling Gleam if you want to hit. Other types, I guess, Blizzard and Hurricane is generally stronger though, I think. Dazzling Gleam is base 80, Blizzard Hurricane is base 110, I think. Blizzard might be base 130. Stab, base 130, 164. They're 95. Yeah, actually, Blizzard is often stronger than Dazzling Gleam. So, regardless, you're going Toxic if you want to wear things down. Air Slash and Ice Beam are literally just there if you don't want to run No Guard. But I would generally see this thing running No Guard with Blizzard and Hurricane over Air Slash and Ice Beam. So yeah, that's basically the Noctowl. This is the main set we'll be running. It's not the best. I'll just like give like a summary of this thing right now because the other sets like you'll see. If you know, you know. If you don't know, you'll see. This thing is generally just not great. It's not the best mon in the world. It's a decent, like this set you see here is not bad. It's a good cheap mon. It's just that I would generally prefer regular Noctowl, and it's just as cheap. Generally speaking, it's just as cheap. So if you want an ice type necessarily, like this thing is better offense. Noctowl does get nasty plot now, get like I think it's like Gold Mine. Like it's just not as good as regular Noctowl, and that's like really unfortunate because you want to see this sprite in battle, obviously. That's the reason you draft this. The reason you draft this is because it looks pretty. That's really like I like it's not great to be honest. I can't say this thing is very good at all, but it's definitely not like it's fun. It's fun. It's a decent special defense one with moves that don't miss anymore. But yeah, it's I would generally not see this thing being used that often, but it's definitely a cool thing to like play around with. Maybe I don't know. It's pretty cool. I like it. But it's outclassed by way too much. Okay, the second set. This is a meme. It's the G set. It's a choice scarf no guard sheer gold set. The rest doesn't matter. You just like choice scarf sheer gold, and you kill something every turn. You hit him. You every turn you click a move, kill something. Sheer gold is banned in the draft league format that I use. So this thing is completely invalid, invalid set. Is not allowed. Doesn't matter for now because it's a G set and that's what matters. It's a stupid set and it's kind of broken. Or it's kind of broken. I mean, extremely broken, and it should never be allowed. But it's very cool that it's possible. Although I'm not gonna allow it ever. I will not allow this. This thing is fucking broken. If you allow this, you're literally asking it for like if anything passive, this thing comes in, clicks the button and kills. Like what's immune to sheer gold? Everything with sturdy, every ice type, everything with I don't know what else. Everything that's a faster Scarfer beats it, I guess. Its defense are not great. Its speed is not amazing. But with Choice Scarf you had practically everything anyway. So yeah, Broken set, banned, it's a cool gimmick. But besides that, it's mediocre. Special defense, wall, defogger, tailwind user. It's a worse Noctowl, unfortunately. But I can only do so. Like I'm giving things moves, and this thing doesn't get that much relevant. Like the most relevant this thing gets is Aurora Veil, but it does get manual heal, it doesn't get snow warning. It would be cool if this thing got snow warning actually. What if this thing got snow warning? It doesn't, but what is? Like maybe I'll later look at like buffing deltas for like no particular reason at all. Um, but or like redoing EV like stats or whatever I feel like doing. I could do that. That would be a cool project for season 3. But for season 2, we're not doing that. We're just giving DLC moves like DLC moves to deltas. Anything is getting Aurora Veil as like the only relevant. Also gets Brave Bird, but physically it's not viable. So it does get Brave Bird, physically it's not viable, unfortunately. So yeah, that's Delta Noctowl. Next, I think it's Lantern. I think it's Lantern. What's next? What's next? I think it's Lantern. It's Delta Lantern. Cool mon. That was actually pretty cool. I really like Delta Lantern. But yeah, see y'all then. Goodbye.